Hey everybody, it's Hera Puppy or Adri here, back with another episode of WoW Spooktober with Annie. Of course, we are in Twilight Highlands and now actually at the correct point in the storyline.
Indeed.
Um, and yeah, this is going to be very interesting. I have no idea what any of these quests are about.
Fun. Well, let us be on our way. What are we doing? We're collecting river muck.
And whirlpool cores.
Okey-dokes. I'm so happy that we can fly now.
Yeah.
Is this supposed to be...
I think
Yes.
that's the muck.
That's the river muck. And I'm going to go ahead and say that these water elementals probably drop the whirlpool cores.
Yes. Oh, God.
Adri?
By the way, did you check to see if Bagnon had an update?
Crap. No, I did not. You bring this up now.
Well, I didn't actually think about it until I was thinking. When you mentioned the guessing about the whirlpool cores, I was looking at the threat plates thing, which made me think about add-ons, which made me think about your Bagnon problem.
I see. Was my Voidwalker not summoned?
No, he's
No, he
there.
is. Where is he? Oh, I just was only seeing one for some reason. That was weird.
Well, yours was behind the guy.
Do appreciate that there is a large concentration of this muck everywhere.
Yes.
Although, I mean, I probably have to read the quest, but why we're collecting river muck is beyond me. Our alliance with the Dragon Maw is secured, but this port is far from combat ready. These flimsy wooden walls are an embarrassment to the war chief.
Oh, that makes sense.
They create when water elementals carve their way through rock, they have in the Veral River. They create a peculiar kind of muck. It spreads easily and dries harder than the hardest stone. Oh, okay, I guess I'm flying. Hardest stone is perfect mortar for large scale construction. I see. Alright, I just need one more muck. I also need to go loot all the stuff that you've been doing. There's 4. And 5. I will take a quick tea break. Oh god. There you are, getting your last muck.
The moose is back.
The moose? The moose! Oh, I love the moose.
This was a very annoying mount to get.
Oh, that does not bode well for me, because that is by far my favorite mount.
I mean, it's not that bad once the quest comes up. The quest is on a rotation, so it only comes up like once every 10 weeks or something. But it's not terrible, it's just boring, because literally all you're doing is digging up archaeology fragments, which means literally just walking in a circle and then pressing a button once every couple of moments.
Okay, go to Orgrimmar and report to the High Floof. Tea break while we're loading.
Oh yeah, your game loads slower than mine.
minutes. My game load's quite full. But honestly, I'm not complaining. This computer runs it way better than my MacBook did.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Oh, am I not? No, Annie. You did leave me behind, so I'm very upset about that.
It's not like anything can actually happen here.
Yes, but I am still sad.
Okay then. And of course, I'm going to have to look up this quest line again because for some reason it
Where the
seems
hell is the entrance to this building? Oh, there it is.
opens on being very difficult. Like, what the heck?
The guy just disappeared. Oh, there he is.
Okay, let's see if I can.
Yes. I see why you were Googling.
Yeah, I did that.
This area seems to have a very unclear quest line. They've had a lot of trouble just getting quests.
Trader's Bait.
Okay.
Which, let's see.
Saranok's guilt revealed and Saranok the mystic slain.
Around the Zeppelin Towers. Okay. So I'm just gonna leave this wiki page on how the Twilight Highlands functions open because apparently it is very confusing.
Blood and thunder.
Okay, Orgmar Peon.
Something you're doing?
I did not do this right.
So there should be peons around the tower.
What you want?
Has a secret cult infiltrated. Oh, there seems to be...
Something you're doing?
On the South Zeppelin Tower.
What you want?
None of them seem to be
And
telling me anything.
They keep saying the South Zeppelin Tower. Which one's south?
I think it's this one.
Yes.
Inside the South Zeppelin Tower. Here we go. Oh. Well, hello.
Oh! So this guy is apparently running some sort of cult?
Yes, he's, part of the Twilight's Hammer.
Oh. Uh-oh, I just sneezed.
So, I figured I would ask, since it doesn't hurt to ask, but I'm guessing, you're going to be too tired to do anything beyond the video?
I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
I did nap all day, but that doesn't seem to mean anything anymore. Yeah, I woke up at like 11:30, and then was okay. To be fair, I was out all day yesterday and like traveled and went to places, and it was horrible. I mean, it was fine. It was a fine time, but it was just a lot for someone who's been basically in a burrito for the past 6 months. So,
Mm.
yeah, it was a very exhausting day yesterday. So I slept until 11:30, and then I woke up and was awake for approximately 3 hours, and then fell back asleep at about 3, and didn't wake up until 6. So
Oh,
that's the situation.
okay then.
Theoretically, I should be tired. I should not be tired, but oh my gosh, that's stupid.
Hey, there's a, I forgot how Zen started. Which means I can actually tell the story of the Headless Horseman.
Ooh. Report to Greylock at the Slithering Cove and speak with Rocktar and Twilight Shores. And
Don't.
this. Oh, I leveled up.
Oh god, get off, get off, get off, get off, get off.
What?
It's, the bucket gives you either a trick or a treat, and the trick was transmogrifying me into a spider.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Can I get this flight path now? I can.
Ah. Oh, and there's an innkeeper here now. I knew there was an innkeeper here originally. This place actually looks very different.
It does.
Okay. Do you want to go south or north first?
I thought this was where the inn was. Oh, it is. There we go.
What do you need? May your blades
I guess south.
Okay, this way then. There's actually a dungeon for Hallows and 2 that has a chance of dropping a mount. Anyways, I guess story of the
Scout the
Headless Horseman.
beach ahead. Sorry.
No, I need to pull it up just to make sure because I'm going to be paraphrasing, but I also want to make sure I have this correct.
Where did you end up putting Curse of the Torques?
Of the what?
Nope. Let me read. Let me try that again. Curse of the Tongues.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. It's towards the end of my S bar. S9 to be specific.
Okay.
Okay.
What in the heck is going on? Beachhead control point scouted.
Mhm.
What is the beachhead? This point here? Oh, yes. So the main goal is avoiding the red arrows.
I
That is where
guess.
shrapnel is apparently falling.
It's most certainly interesting. Never had to do a quest where I've actively had to avoid falling shrapnel before. Okay.
Ow.
That looked like it hurt.
Apparently you have to give the arrows a bit of a radius. is what I have learned from that experience of being blown up.
Yeah. Okay.
What? How do you have... Oh.
What?
One major downside of going outside, like, even though we took, like, all precautions and we're very safe and we're sanitizing and wearing masks constantly, I still, like, every time I leave my house now, especially to go over town, because I've done that a couple times in this past week, which is very abnormal for me, is when I get back, I get paranoid that I have the virus, even though I know that I don't.
Mhm.
I mean, I guess I don't know that I don't, which is the problem.
Yeah.
But, ow. I could use a small amount of assistance.
Okay. I'm coming.
My Voidwalker is about to die. Wow, can't believe he didn't die. Let me resummon him.
Okay. Um.
Mukhtar. For the Horde.
What's the word on the street? See now.
Okay. Oh, I missed the other quest here. Wait. Who's giving out a... Oh, he was in front of that. Stupid. Locate a salvageable shredder.
Aha. Maybe this will actually help me. Guess. I found a good page to actually use as a reference for the story.
Oh, nice.
Okay. So, of course, most people will probably know the general story of the Headless Horseman, from Sleepy Hollow. But for the World of Warcraft, Headless Horseman, we start with a knight of the Silver Hand by the name of Sir Thomas Thompson, and yes, that is beyond unoriginal, but Sir Thomas Thompson was a knight of the Silver Hand, which during the second war and in the beginning of the time of the Lich King, he fought alongside the paladins, and was one of them that decided to follow Arthas Menethil's orders to eradicate towns and cities that supposedly had been infected by the plague. And of course, during this time, for those of you who don't know, Arthas is the character who eventually came to be the Lich King and was the leader of the Scourge. So during this period was when he was slowly becoming corrupted, blinded by his paranoia and panic, in due to what the plague was doing, to the point where he actually became the problem rather than the solution. So Arthas is ordering the Knights of the Silver Hand as the prince to go and kill the people from the towns and villages that have been supposedly infected by the plague. And not just in the sense of, like, doing a thorough search and finding out which ones actually ate the grain that the plague was infected with, but just ordering the whole entire towns to be slaughtered. Men, women, and children just eradicated due to Arthas's fear. And to an extent, Arthas's plan was not necessarily, well, it wasn't really morally correct, it also wasn't a terrible one considering the circumstances, but the way he went about it definitely ended up taking things too far. But going back to Sir Thomas Thompson, he was one of the knights, as I said, that followed Arthas's orders and agreed to start wiping out the villages. He had a wife and I think okay, backtrack a little bit. So originally, Sir Thomas actually objected to Arthas's command when Arthas urged the purging of Stratholme. Sir Thomas, like Uther, objected to the order and left the prince to purge the city on his own. So, in the beginning of the story, Thomas is a good man, a good knight, and one who fought for his people, fought for and defended his people. But he was eventually stationed in a small village, and when a shipment of grain was sent in that was infected with the plague, and Thomas was forced to fight his way out of the reading stories and multitasking is not a good. Okay. Thomas was forced to fight his way out of the town as, due to the plague and the grain, the whole entire village was turned overnight into the scourge. And he ended up being racked with guilt over the incident, believing he should have known better, as he had been the knight of the Silver Hand stationed at the time. And it was part of their job to check to try and stop any infections from spreading. So Thomas ended up carrying quite a lot of guilt, despite the fact that the town of Rivendare had been the one to send the grain, and they had had no way of knowing that there were any nefarious purpose behind the supposed gesture of goodwill. So Sir Thomas, exhausted from the fight and blaming himself for the events, was returned home to his, I believe it's 2 children, yeah, wife and 2 children. He, received news that that is when he received news that Arthas had ordered the purging of Stratholme. Or no, that was when they found out that Arthas, after ordering the purging of Stratholme and was refused by quite a few Knights of the Silver Hand, went and killed his father, the king. And Thomas once again was driven by guilt, believing that him and the other Knights of the Silver Hand should have seen that Arthas was slowly becoming corrupted. Oh god.
Is there a way to lure him into the... It says luring him into the incoming mortar attacks will help to slay him. But how do we even make him move? He just says aggro on you.
Not entirely sure. I mean, he seemed to get hit by at least one of those.
Yeah, also, between the two of us, it's not like we're struggling to kill him.
No. So, where was I? Oh, yes. So Thomas did return home to his family and told the story of what was happening with Arthas. And, Thomas informed his, son upon being asked, that Arthas had made the easy choice, had chosen to take the easiest route rather than fight for all his people and try to save them, rather than just eliminating the ones that he believed were beyond saving without attempt. And his explanation in many ways defined the kind of character Sir Thomas was. Selfless, and striving to do the right thing. Ultimately, Thomas caught word of the mage Jaina Proudmoore's efforts to gather people and travel to Kalimdor, and he told his wife to take the children and leave to spare them from potentially being infected. Spare them from potentially being infected by the plague. There, that's an actual sentence. And let's see, that's from the pumpkin.
What do you need? Go forward.
But the thing is, despite his plea, and this will become more relevant a little later in the story, Sir Thomas's wife and children did not listen and did not go to Kalimdor where it was safe like he believed them to. As Sir Thomas himself returned to the Paladin Order and fought under the Ashbringer, Alexandrus Mograine, for 4 years. He eventually, Mograine was murdered by his son, and originally what the cause of his death was unknown to the other knights of the Paladin Order, and in the place of the Silver Hand came the Scarlet Crusade, which
We've talked about a good amount.
Yes, which, as I mentioned previously, the Scarlet Crusade was led by a Dreadlord and corrupted slowly with its new leadership. And Sir Thomas, due to seeking vengeance from the Scourge and his devotion to the Silver Hand, like though the others among the Scarlet Crusade, slowly lost sight of what was real and what was not, what was the Scourge, the enemy, and what was innocent civilians. And ultimately, despite his original refusal when Arthas had first given the order to purge a city simply because it potentially had been infected, Thomas, like a lot of the Scarlet Crusaders, fell victim to eventually doing just that anyways. And this brings us back to his wife and children, who, as I said, had not left Kalimdor as Sir Thomas had believed, but rather were staying in the village that the Scarlet Crusaders were sent to purge. Sir Thomas, in his grief, in his rage, in his vengeance, and in his wrath, and in his madness, struck down everyone he came across in the village, and did not realize he had struck down his own wife and children until they had turned to face him, and his sword was already coming down, too late to stop it. And killing his wife and children was ultimately the last straw. The Scarlet Crusaders, forced into a position of ending Sir Thomas's life, as he had completely lost all sight of friend from foe. To him, everyone around him was the Scourge, was the enemy, because the Scourge had been the enemy, but then those that were supposed to be the allies had caused him to kill his own family, the people he had wanted so badly to protect. And so Sir Thomas was beheaded, and eventually he came back on Hallows Eve as the Headless Horseman, and was convinced that he was the only living being and that everyone around him were the Scourge, were dead. And every Hallows Eve, every Howl's End, when it comes around, Sir Thomas can be seen flying around on his ghostly horse through the skies, setting fire to the land around him, shouting, "Prepare yourselves, the bells have tolled, shelter your weak, your young and your old. Each of you shall pay the final sum. Cry for mercy, the reckoning has come."
Ooh, spoopy.
Yes, and that's essentially the story of Sir Thomas. It's a little. I know my explanation was slightly disjointed. I'm not. I was trying to also play the game, so I will link the website that I looked to for reference in the description of the video. And if you want a more in-depth explanation, I would suggest looking up the Headless Horseman on YouTube for World of Warcraft lore videos, as there are quite a few good ones that do pretty in-depth explanations. But yeah, that is our tale.
Very nice.
times like these when I remember that not talking a lot means your throat always hurts after talking.
Oh, yeah. I mean, everything like that is like, I don't know. Never mind. I've gotten tired.
Ah, of course.
Oh, there's another keg over here. I mean, to be fair, it's really their fault for leaving this food everywhere.
Mhm.
I mean, you're gonna get rats if nothing else.
Ow.
Yes, there are a lot of guys in this area. Voidwalker has died. I am not high on health. Oh my gosh, will this person just die already? Jesus. Okay. I just need one more piece of food. Oh, I see. Alrighty.
Okay, back over here.
My game is really not running super well today. I don't know why my frame rate is so messed up.
Well, it might be in the zone, because it does have, constant active,
Yeah.
textures reloading, which doesn't, uh, go well most of the
Yeah.
time.
I just turned down my graphics by 1 and it fixed it. Yes, I'm sure it is this area, because I haven't had any problems with my graphics in any of the other areas.
Yeah.
May your blades never
The other area that you probably would actually have problems with is Suramar, because that has the same kind of problem. It has a constant active texture that just keeps reloading.
Yeah. What am I doing for my level 35 talent point?
That is Phantom Singularity.
Okay. Oh, that's another AoE.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, apparently we're finding a fresh griffin carcass.
Yeah, indeed. I'm talking to Woden, the troll servant, at the Crucible of Carnage in the Twilight Highlands.
Yeah.
Okay, turn that in. And lure in a baited black drake. Attack it until it's weak and then ride it to Blood Gulch. Oof, things are kind of far away in this area.
Yeah, that's not that surprising. It's not as bad as, Outlander Northrend, but this is what had come directly after those.
Mm.
Um,
Whoa, that's a big skeleton.
What? Oh,
Those are bones, right?
yeah.
Later. Yo, have a good one.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm doing some
great.
sort of quest with you. Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, I passed.
We have to come down
Let the fight
here.
be. What am I doing with. What am I doing?
Down here. I'm not entirely sure if we're going to be able to do this. But we're going to try.
How many people is this supposed to be for?
I don't know.
Okay. Oh, gosh darn it.
And of course, he has a fear ability.
I was in the middle of trying to summon my Voidwalker.
Oh no, my Voidwalker is going to die.
Okay, there's mine.
Summon my Voidwalker. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're not. After this one, we probably should just move on. Because these guys have way too much health.
Oh my god. Tried to stand far enough away that I wouldn't get the feared effect, but apparently not. Oh, this is going to be annoying, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Good thing is, as long as we can alternate our Voidwalkers, we should be fine.
Yeah. Oh, mine's about to die.
Seriously? We're not even anywhere near you, dude.
I know. Summoning a fresh Voidwalker. Okay. We're doing all the tick down effects on you. We'll do a quick drain soul. Another one. Oh my god.
How?
We're literally at the farthest reaches of our abilities. Oh, my Voidwalker's doing quite well. It must mean that you're just dying.
Yeah, mine's about to die. And there goes mine.
Mine is still at full health for now.
Sure, you had to fear me while I was trying to summon the Voidwalker?
I know, it is very annoying. He did that to me before.
Okay, come on, Voidwalker. Let's...
Okay, he's under half health.
Hooray.
My Voidwalker is also under half health.
Well, mine's back, so... Really? Why?
Alright, since you just used that, I'm going to take the chance to summon the new Voidwalker. So, is there supposed to be more than one of these guys? Or just this guy?
I'm not entirely sure. Usually these type of quests have rounds.
Because this is really not the most entertaining of content. I'm not saying that we're like the epitome of World of Warcraft content, but
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, just hitting a button a lot on one guy is not the most fun.
yeah, we won't, after this guy dies, we won't do the next part if there is
So damn frustrating.
He's almost dead.
Alright, come on. 10%, 9%, 8%, 7, 6. Is he gonna die or is my Voidwalker gonna die first? I think he's gonna die before my Voidwalker.
Well, my Voidwalker is the one that's
There
dying.
we go.
Okay, complete that. Get out of here and do not pick up that quest.
Indeed. Okay, heading over to how to name your dragon.
Yes.
Which is very sad. Okay, so... Oh gosh, hello. When do we use this bait?
Right in the beginning.
Oh. At some point we have to ride these. Attack and weaken the black drake. That's what I'm doing. I just killed it.
You have to throw the bait and then attack and weaken them.
That's what I did. Oh god. Anyway.
I can't actually help you. I'm riding a drake.
Okay, so bait. And then... But what is it? At what point do I actually get to ride?
It should be when it gets pretty low on health. It should turn green and have the arrow to mount.
Oh, there it is. Oh my god. I literally have no health. Wow. That went almost very poorly.
We are Dragon Law.
Okay. Oh, there's 2 quests in here. There's 4.
What is it? Good. Loyalty to the Horde. Strength.
I guess just do this.
Waiting for this cinematic to end.
Mm. Oh, I'll just sell stuff while you're doing that.
Many farewells.
Okay.
There should also be quests inside the inn.
Acquire the demon chain. This area is just decked out with pumpkins for Halloween, I'm assuming.
Yeah, that's because of Halloween.
Alright, well how long into the video are we? Because there is an inn here.
50 minutes.
I mean, do you feel like stopping or doing another quest?
It's probably a good place to stop, because if we do another one, we're gonna, pass over an hour.
Okay.
But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video and our little, story time. Bye guys.
Bye, guys.